Who's ready to beat their face with me today? I brought my handy dandy caboodle. I always notice I have boogers in half my videos because I don't check and see if I have boogers in my nose. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Zoe Powers here, and if you're new, welcome. Today I'm just going to be showing you guys my everyday makeup look, like what do I do whenever I do wear makeup. I have dog hair all over this mic. Oh my goodness. But I'm going to be showing you what I do when I do makeup. Pretty much 99.9% of the time I'm never wearing makeup because, you know, I'm in college and I need to go to class and I just don't have time for that. So I usually just don't do makeup. But when I do, this is what I do. Starting off, I have to take off my glasses and put in my contacts. The contacts today, I'm going to be using Hubble. This is not sponsored by them, but I just tried them out and I actually really love them. They're like 30 bucks for every time you buy them, and it's like a 3-month supply, if I'm correct. And I don't wear them every day because I can wear my glasses. Usually what I start with is a moisturizer. The one I've been using recently is the Simple Rich Moisture. They used to make this light, the light version of this, and it had SPF in it, and I like that one so much better, but I haven't seen that one in like freaking decades. I feel like it's been a long time. But usually I just press this into the skin, or usually I get like dry. Before you like watch this video, my skin's like really weird. I don't know how to explain it. Okay, so I have texture,
I have discoloration, I have acne scars, I have forehead wrinkles, I'm oily, I'm dry, but I'm also normal.
The first thing that I'm going to go in with is the Neutrogena Hydra Boost. It has hyaluronic acid in it, so this is like really good for lips, and I've been like obsessed with this recently. And I just put on my dry lips before I go in with any makeup because I notice when I don't put any like lip balm on before I do my makeup, the foundation like literally is like stuck to my fucking lips. Like it's just not a good thing for me. This is the BECCA First Light Primer. The reason why I stopped using it because I'm almost out and this shit is expensive. It's no joke. Like you can't just be buying this stuff, you know, if you have not a great big girl job. So I'm just gonna use this lightly. I like to put it around the perimeters of my face, and then I go in with another primer on the middle part of my face. Second primer that I go in with is the Cover FX Blurring Primer. To be honest, I don't see like a huge difference when it becomes like with this being a blurring primer. Like I only kind of just been using it just to kind of get rid of it, and this is the only primer that's blurring that I have right now, because since I haven't been doing makeup videos in a long time, I threw out like half of my makeup. Like it was really depressing, but I had to do it because it was super old, and like I didn't want to put that on my skin because my skin's already super sensitive already. So normally I go in with this brush. It's by Tarte, and I love this face brush, but I recently just found it under my couch, so I probably should clean it before I use it. So I'm not using that today. I'm gonna be using the Morphe sponge today. I haven't used a sponge in a hot fucking minute, and this is actually the first time that I've been like gonna use this sponge, so let's see if it's actually as good as the beauty gurus say it is. So I am using the Infallible Pro Glow Creamy Natural. It's the 202 color. I think it's the second color in this what's it called, foundation range. I don't know, but I have been freaking obsessed. And when I mean obsessed with this like foundation, this is the only one I'm like grabbing it. I'll grab this over like my freaking expenses, like my double wear and everything. Like I just love the way that this makes my skin look, and I don't know, it just makes it look kind of like awake and alive, and I feel like it does like a decent job to cover up all my scarring that I do have on my face. and you can use the teeniest amount and it's so buildable and I love it. So I'm just going over, I've just finished the first layer of my foundation. I don't like to go in with a lot of foundation when it's just like a normal everyday because I don't want to feel cakey. I'm just going over a little bit of my blemishes around my face just to give that second coat. The next thing I'm going to go into is my Tarte Shape Tape. I'm in this color Fair Beige. I actually think I should probably get a little bit darker color because this is actually freaking bright ass white. Like, look at that shit. And I'm just going to bring it on the sides of my nose and in the inner corner just to get all that darkness that I do have. I'm going to take this side of the, whatever it's called, the Real Technique sponge or Morphe sponge and blend that out. See, like what I mean? Like this shit's like bright as fuck. Like I probably need to go a shade a little bit darker, but I wanted to try this so bad, so I was like willing to like go a shade lighter than I normally do. Once I blend that out, I go and I put a little bit on my forehead, a little bit on my chin, you know the drill. Put a little bit right here on my mustache too. Beat the out of your head. Like, make sure that shit is blending it. Okay, I put way too much on my forehead. My skin is just acting up. Like, I'm just looking at it right now and it just looks so bad in person. Oh my lord. Next thing that I do, I will take my Laura Mercier powder. I really need to like venture out and get a new powder, but you know, I don't. So I'm going to take the flat end, I'm going to pick up some of that powder, I'm just going to press it into the skin. Press it all up in that skin. Alright, so that's the start of our base, and now what I like to do, I know usually people just do it at the end, but I'll do this like 2 to 3 times while I'm doing my makeup. So I just like do a couple spritz, and then I try not to move my forehead, which is really hard because I am very expressive with my forehead, but I just do this and I feel like that just brings the powder and the foundation together before I start doing bronzer and blush and all that jazz. So I move on to the brows next, and I've been like seeing myself like go into just like a natural brow look. My brows need to be waxed, girl. Like they're bad. Like they haven't been waxed since last April. So I've been trying to grow them out because the lady that last did my eyebrows, she literally like waxed the whole thing off. Like I felt like I had no eyebrows. All right, so the brows are done. That's all as good as they're gonna get until I get these bad boys done. But yeah, so I just do like a natural eyebrow that just goes with my roots a little bit, you know. So yeah, my favorite palette that I've been loving recently is the Wet n Wild, not a basic peach. Sometimes I'll just use number 1, which is the transition shade, and mix it with number 10. And then sometimes I will go in with this color. If it'll focus, probably won't. Today I'm going to go in with this brush that I got from BoxyCharm. It's just a fluffy brush. I usually just grab any fluffy brush that I have in whatever my collection I have of brushes up in front of me, and then I just go in and just like take this color and go back and forth and just build it slightly. And like I said, I just use this palette like basically like whenever I'm doing any kind of look on a daily basis, and I just think these colors just go well with my green eyes. I will pull you in closer so you can get a closer look. But yeah, I just go in there and just kind of put it all over the lid. Not really, I just kind of blend it out. this color sometimes, and that's what I'm gonna go with today, and use a different brush if it's in here. I probably didn't bring it. Yes, I did. Okay. I'm gonna go in with my Real Techniques. Couldn't tell you what it is, but oh yes, I can. It's the base shadow brush. I'll take a little bit of that color and just put it on the outer corner and just like kind of give it a little bit of depth. And just pack it on there. And then what I do next is just take that brush that I just used and blend that color in. I'm gonna take a little bit more of that pink shade and put it on my bottom part of my eye. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye. Alright, the next thing I do, I take in my BECCA highlighter in the shade Moonstone. It is the cream version. I don't know if it's called pressed or whatever, but I just take it on my finger and then I go into the corner of my eye and put that in the corner. Just to give some brightness. I go in with some mascara. I usually go in with this one, but it's just like, it's about done. I need to get a new one. So I'm trying this new mascara from Essence. It is the Volume Stylist 18-Hour Curl and Hold. So hopefully it works. No, it's not recording. Did it stop recording? Okay.